Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I actually got here kind of early at my job. Um, Today I'm not teleworking. I'm in the building today. But I've been meaning to talk about the Toni Braxton and Tamar Braxton situation, which is really devastating. You know, they've been feuding over this their niece, Ashley Braxton, which is Tony's brother, Michael. And um, Ashley Braxton, I watched a couple of her posts on TikTok. Sorry, I'm dealing with allergies. And really just devastating. She's really getting help and really talking about it on TikTok and social media so that she can help other young women or just people that um, have been, violated or taken advantage of, and not having family members believe you when you tell them, hey, this happened to me and I need you to support me. Well, long story short, I'm sorry, you guys. Ah, allergies. So, one summer when she was 16 years old, she went to visit a aunt. Now, there's speculation. We'll get into that. She went to visit an aunt, and the aunt's partner was sending Ashley inappropriate text messages. She's a minor, and this person's a grown man. He's this person made passes at her, just allegedly. And she told the aunt, and she says at first the aunt consoled her and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry that happened to you, you know, supportive at the beginning." And then decided not to be supportive anymore. She refused calls, didn't reach out to the niece to check on her. None of that. Just really, really strange. Um, So there is speculation. At first, what I thought. I said, "Oh, this must be Gabe, Trina's. May he rest in peace." But her ex-husband, because he had a serious problem. Um, he was what you would call a serial. Um, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but he was a serial whore. He um stepped out on Trina, a very perverted energy, um, allegedly. But if you watch Braxton Family Values, that's another um, reality show, and they had like 6 or 7 seasons, I believe. Now they revamped it. Now it's just called the Braxtons, and this is season 2 under new Braxtons. But if you ever watch the Braxton Family Values, you'll know what I mean, and you'll see the history of Gabe. Maybe just binge watch it on WeTV. And Trina's husband was very interesting. Now, if you've seen the sneak peek on the season 2, well, I've changed my mind. I don't think it's Trina's. I don't think she's the aunt that shunned her niece away. I think it's Miss Toni Braxton, honey. The way she was going off on Tamar. So here's the thing. Tamar wants to give Ashley a space on her platform to tell her story. There has been letters of you know to Tamar, if you don't take, you know if you do this, we're going to sue you. Um And same thing with, the niece. Take your videos down off of TikTok, talking about our family. It's just been a big mess. So, anyways, child, there's a scene at the dinner table. Ah, and um, Tamar mentions paperwork, honey, documents. And Trina made it be known, well, I know I'm not on those documents. And Tamar was like, oh, no, you're not on those documents. But Toni is. I've never seen Toni get out of character. I mean, she got in Tamar's face. I'm like, ooh, a hurt dog hollers. What they call it, a hit dog hollers. I was like, wait a minute. And she's agitated over this, of what her niece has said, and upset about it, but going off on Tamar. And I'm like, okay, a hit dog hollers. And so people are dragging Toni now. Oh, yes. People starting to think the same thing, because Trina is very supportive of her niece about this information. And I and she, again, Tamar wasn't going at it with Trina about this, and Trina wasn't um she wasn't upset about the niece talking about her experience, but Toni was. Mm, Toni Braxton. I hope. I just. The whole thing is sad, because, children look to the adults in their lives to protect them and to make sure that they're okay. And when something happens, inappropriate behavior, or, just any um, devastating, traumatic thing, you look for your aunts, your uncles, your parents to intercede for you. And Toni, if this happened, allegedly, shame on you. Shame on you. Because um you being a female yourself, um and she's endured a lot in her life. um why would you not be there for your niece? It's sad, because I've heard this so many times, about, you know people taking the side of their partners, and not protecting their daughters, or, anyone in the family. And allegedly this happened to Tamar. Tamar was violated by a person in their family, and no one, allegedly, did not protect her. That's the word I'm looking for. Protection. Why are we not protecting our children? And see, this is why I am very overprotective of my kids. I don't drop them off nowhere. Always been like that, and I'm still like that. Them being teenagers, I don't drop them off nowhere. You know, it's a different time, but it's just really, really sad. It's really sad. Um, Toni, this is not good for your brand. I'll tell you that. It's not good. If this is if you're the aunt. Um, I'm just because I'm a huge Toni Braxton fan. I love Toni Braxton. Um, I didn't want to do this video because I was like, wait a minute, this can't be right. This can't be right. This no. I also thought about Tawanda. You know, she had a weird husband too, but I'm not. I'm not sure about Tawanda. I'm not a huge fan of Tawanda. She's not one of my favorites. But that's a whole nother video. But anyways, I mean, I love them all individually, but just something about Tawanda. You know, because I was a huge Tracy fan, their sister, and I just didn't like what I saw in Tawanda when it came to Tracy Braxton. God bless the dead. She's one of my favorites too, and I just felt like she wasn't loved the way she should have been. But that's just my opinion. But Tamar, and it could be the reason why Tamar is so out of control. Um, you know, my followers, you know, I've done a couple videos on Tamar. She's going through it right now. Um, but if she's doing this with the kindness of her heart to give her niece a platform and support, um, kudos to you. Um, and you know, Tamar's really upset with her sister Toni because she's like, not only what is that term? Uh, cease and desist. Yes, she was sent that. And she says, you are messing with my money. You're messing with, and people were mad at that because they're like, oh, are you trying to help your niece or is this about your podcast? Well, at the end of the day, a podcast that is a business, and if someone's trying to stop you from, you know, handling business, and if it is a business, why not keep it within the family? If she wants to come out and talk about it, a safe space would be with an aunt that cares. And not only that, the aunt also, you know, makes money. You know, why give the money somewhere else where you keep it within the family? So I honestly, I want to say that Tamar seems like she's trying to do the right thing. I know Tamar's been looking sketchy and doing stunts and shows. Tamar, Tamar. Okay, I'm laughing at the child. You know, a couple months ago, child. She got on Instagram. Okay, talking about she was found in a pool of blood and her mouth. I mean, it was just crazy. She was hanging out with Q, Funky Dineva. And it made him look like he jumped her and looked like he was a part of it. It was just so crazy. And it turned out to be a sketch for a new video with Mendices. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, I'm a fan of Tamar too. And, all her fans. And we were scared. Like, girl, what happened? You gotta watch who you hang out with, and you don't know how you got there. It was just the weirdest thing. But that turned out to be a lie. I mean, my Maury Povich choice, that was a lie. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm still sleepy. So when I'm sleepy, I'm really goofy. That sleepy laugh. But anyway, child, let me get off this phone. I love you guys. Subscribe. It's too early. I got the giggles. Let me get in this building. I love you guys. And I cannot wait for season 2, the Braxtons, to see who is the aunt. And all jokes aside, my heart goes out to Ashley. This family has endured so much. She did lose a sister, Michael's other daughter. And that's a whole nother video. But they've just experienced so much loss with Tracy and Ashley's sister, and it's just devastating. And if you know of anybody, a child that is in danger or has been violated or spoke to inappropriately, support them, be an advocate for that child, and fight against that person, that violator, you know, um, especially if they're underage, get the police involved and just intercede and do not turn the blind eye. And if this is true, why would you even want to still be with that person that was inappropriate to your niece? It's like, you gotta go. I'm calling the cops on you. Like, get out of here. You can't be a part of my family. Oh, I'll put you on black. It's just, I don't know. It's just so weird. And I've had friends that told me stories about how their mother still stayed with the petty. It's just really, it's awful that some women in this world are just so desperate to keep their man and spare the child. I just think that is disgusting. Anyways, let me go. I love you guys. Subscribe and tell me what you think about this and what aunt do you think it is. Okay? Love you guys. Bye. Happy Tuesday.